What is up, guys? Back here again today with another video. Today's video, I actually decided to do a complete overview look at part of my collection, and this is going to be my entire UK Steelbook collection right here. As you guys can see, I have quite a few. This shelving unit in particular is going to be almost all UK Steelbooks. That's pretty much what I'm really into collecting these days. I mostly get them from eBay, Zavi, which is kind of hit and miss because of their shipping ways, just the way they package their items and just kind of their customer service. But I for the most part, I do have good experiences with the company. And anyways, this is going to be a pretty long video, so grab a drink and hopefully you can stick with me until the end of this video. So gonna go ahead and get started right here with the first shelf. So up top we have X-Men, the Rogue Cut, the Wolverine, really nice looking steelbook, great front and back artwork. X-Men First Class, I believe that's actually a French one, but I just threw it in there anyways. X-Men The Last Stand with Wolverine's claws are debossed, which is pretty nice little touch. X2, X-Men United, and the original X-Men. And as you guys can see right here, I have my my Mondo Steelbook collection. Now these are not UK, so I'm not going to include these, but I wanted to show you guys a recent one that I picked up. If you guys haven't seen that this was released, this is the Ghost in the Shell. Really enjoyed this movie. This one is readily available on Amazon, but I actually got this at Best Buy. It was like, I think, 24 bucks, so good price. Okay, so now we're going to get started into the UK Steelbooks. All the rest from here on out are going to be UK Steelbooks. Now there may be one or two in there that maybe got past me. That's from Germany or some other place. But for the most part, like I said. So the first one we have here is one of the very first Steelbooks I ever got. That's the Play.com Iron Man. Iron Man 2. These ones go for quite a bit online, but sometimes you can get lucky and get these for, like under 60, 50 bucks, but usually these are priced at over $100 now. Evil Dead, the original Evil Dead. The Evil Dead 2, which is one of my favorites. Army of Darkness. And the reboot of Evil Dead, which I was not a big fan of, but it was alright. Captain America Civil War. Deadpool. Elektra, just has a cool lenticular on the back. You can see the Jennifer Gardner right there. Planet Hulk. And we got some Zavi exclusives right here, lenticular fronts. The original Hulk, some nice hand movement. I know a lot of people hated on that movie. I didn't think it was too bad. And then the Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton as the Hulk. Fantastic Four. Now this one is quite hard to get, especially sealed. Daredevil. This one is quite scarce now. Pretty nice looking steelbook though. Not a great movie by any means. Then we have the Dark Knight and Batman Begins Jumbo Steelbook. It's one of those really big ones. And it makes it even harder. Not even going to try it. Recent delivery, Doctor Strange. Hostel. Reservoir Dogs, one of my favorite Tarantino films. Absolutely brilliant movie. Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. Not a very good movie, but pretty nice steelbook. The MIB trilogy steelbook. I was a fan of the first two films, and then this piece of shit came along. This is a cool looking steelbook though. I like how the MIBs make up the face like that. That's pretty unique. The big bold sign on the spine. Okay, so now, and as you guys can tell, there's no particular order. They're not alphabetized. They're not in any kind of a company release order or anything like that. But they're in order that makes sense to me. So, you know, that's really all that matters. So now going into my Arrow Video Steelbook collection, Theater of Blood, Life Force, Tobe Hooper, the one that directed the 1974 Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Great Big Trouble in Little China. Steelbook is very hard to find now and goes for crazy money online. A pretty recent release from Arrow Video, The Driller Killer. I think this one is still available. Okay, on to shelf 2. We have a couple up top. We have Jane Fonda, the Barbarella, Queen of the Galaxy. Really nice artwork. This one is still sealed. Where'd it go? Okay, and Chinatown. Great movie with Jack Nicholson, Faye Dunaway. Jack Nicholson's one of my all-time favorite actors. He was just phenomenal in The Shining and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Also on Wolf, very underrated werewolf film. No Country for Old Men, absolutely brilliant film. Love this movie. Really like this steelbook. Not too many orange steelbooks that are out there. Okay, continuing on with the Arrow Video. Blowout. Phantom of the Paradise. Porky's, probably my least favorite Arrow Video steelbooks. Could have done a lot better with that. Phenomena. Time Bandits. Demons 1 and 2. You guys will see the individual steelbooks for Demons a little bit later on. Blood and Black Lace. If you can kind of see, well, it's really hard to pick up, but you can see if you turn the steelbook in a certain lighting, the actual title on the front, but it's kind of hidden. It's pretty cool. Wide of the Eye, not a great film, but nice artwork on the steelbook. The Burbs, classic horror comedy film right there. Battle Royale. Yeah, this is a really awesome looking steelbook. If you guys didn't know, this is the original adaptation for the Hunger Games. That's basically what the Hunger Games is based off of, but this is way better, way more brutal. King of New York, one of my all-time favorite gangster films. Christopher Walken, Morpheus right there. God, I forget his name. And then you also got Wesley Snipes right there on the right. He plays a cop in this movie. Just so out of character for him to be playing a cop. Zombie Flesh Eaters. Just a brilliant, beautiful looking steelbook. Again, an orange one, which is very limited, the amount of orange steelbooks out there. Day of the Dead. City of the Living Dead. The Beyond, probably my favorite Arrow Video steelbook release to date so far. The Burning. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Fall of the House Usher. Foxy Brown. Pam Grier. In my top 5 Arrow Video steelbooks, Tenebrae. Just love the shine on the hair. The artwork is just phenomenal. Great addition right there. A lot of these are out of print as well. They're pretty hard to find. Maniac Cop. Lady Snowblood. I believe this one is out of print now. Pit and the Pendulum, Inferno. Sorry about the glare, guys, but I wasn't about to take all these out of the plastic to do the film. That would just require way too much time. Oh, I think I just showed that one. Long Good Friday. Really nice box set Arrow Video did for that one as well. Killer Clowns. Great looking steelbook. Shivers. David Cronenberg. Rabid. Again, David Cronenberg. Black Sunday. Audition. Great serial killer horror movie right there. And that's it for the Arrow Video Steelbooks. Now on to the standard UK releases. Edward Scissorhands. Captain Phillips. With Nail and I. First Purge. Purge Anarchy. And this is the one I was talking about where I have sometimes I'll have a different company in there. I opted to go with the German release of the Purge Election Year. It comes with an exclusive magnet pen. So I know Zavi did a release for this steelbook, but like I said, I wanted that exclusive item in there. Fast and the Furious 5. I still need to get the other Fast and the Furious films. And David Cronenberg again, Scanners. Cliffhanger. Rocky. Man on Fire, Denzel. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. One of my favorite Steven Spielberg films besides Jaws. Return of the Living Dead. This was one of my very first steelbooks. God, that glare is ridiculous. Dread 3D. The Woman. Very underrated horror, drama, suspense, I guess you would say. If you haven't seen this movie, definitely check it out if you can get a copy. RoboCop. The Mask. Jim Carrey. From Zero to Hero. iRobot. Classic right here. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. This is the 25th anniversary edition. Yeah, not much to say about that one. Come on. Highlander. Very old steelbook. As you can see, it's got the PlayStation 3 compatible on there. You know that's old. Okay, coming on down to shelf number 3. All right. We're getting there. Chernobyl Diaries. I hate that they did that. That is not necessary to put on the steelbook. It's good enough having it on the J card. You don't need to put from the creator of Paranormal Activity on the actual fucking steelbook. Excuse my language, but that is just complete unnecessary bullshit to put that on the actual steelbook. Very underrated horror film, in my opinion, The Descent. Great acting, great just overall feeling. Wolf Creek. Chronicle. Awesome steelbook. The Hateful Eight. The really cool lenticular magnet on the front. Wasn't hugely impressed by that movie. It was, the ending was pretty good, but it just felt so long and so slow at times, and the build-up just took forever. It was just not one of my favorite Tarantino films. 12 Monkeys. The Basket Case Trilogy. Awesome steelbook. No inside artwork on this one, unfortunately. Nightcrawler. H&B. We Were Soldiers. Bad Boys. I'm still looking for the UK Bad Boys 2. If anybody has it out there and is willing to possibly sell it for a reasonable price or do a trade, please hit me up in the comments below or shoot me a PM. The Hangover Trilogy. The Orphan Killer is a really cool steelbook. You got signatures by the cast and crew. I don't know exactly which ones they are, but you can see right there because their signatures are kind of hard to tell. These two down here, that one you can see it's Matt. There it is right there, Matt Fansworth. Yeah, so he's one of the actors in that movie. That's pretty cool. That one's kind of hard to find now. The Rock. These are the Jerry Bruckheimer production films right here. Con Air and Armageddon. Really awesome jumbo steelbook. Superman anthology. Get the first 5 Superman films in here. This one is sold out from Zavi. And these are backwards for some reason. So we have a National Treasure. National Treasure 2. GoldenEye, Play.com exclusive. And these are out of order as well. Jeez, I am slipping. Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters 2. Dose. Star Wars. This is the original trilogy right here. Great artwork on the front and back. These are pretty hard to find now for a good price. And then the prequels, I guess you would call them. And I do have The Force Awakens somewhere in here. Under the Skin, very rare steelbook now. Here's Stanley Kubrick, my all-time favorite director. A Space Odyssey. He's got his own little section. 2001: A Space Odyssey. Eyes Wide Shut. Full Metal Jacket. Absolutely fucking awesome film. Clockwork Orange. And The Shining. And here's some random Disneys. Pirates of the Caribbean. Dead Man's Chest. At World's End. Toxic Avenger. This is the only steelbook from 88 films to date, as far as I know. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice looking steelbook. Ghost Rider. Drive. Point Break. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The Omen. Life of Pi. 7 Psychopaths. Super 8. Really awesome looking steelbook. Green Lantern. Sweeney Todd. The terrible Texas Chainsaw. Just hated this film. It's a pretty nice steelbook, but yeah, god-awful movie. Gran Torino, Clint Eastwood. The Rocketeer, the original printing, not the re-release by Zavi. Battleship. And I said battleship, not battleship. Okay. Oh, that's better. Okay, on to shelf number 4. Alien Anthology. This one's pretty hard to find now. Pull that one out. So it's Aliens. Prometheus. I got 2 copies of this. Finding Dory. 28 Days Later. 28 Weeks Later. Punisher, Dolph Lundgren. Again, here's a random one. So this is from Germany. I just want to keep my Punisher steelbook collector. This is absolutely brilliant artwork. Again, this is the Punisher with Dolph Lundgren. And here is the remake with Tom Jane and John Travolta as the villain. Great movie. Love that remake. Night of the Living Dead. Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. Great serial killer movie based on actual events. Swingers, one of my all-time favorite comedies right here with Sean Barview and Vince Vaughn. Also, Heather Graham has a very small role here in the end. Die Hard. Die Hard 2. The Others, Taken, Taken 2, the atrocious Taken 3, Human Centipede, this has the first two films, 1 and 2, and then